Dawn Butler.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. And can I say that we're all very proud that you have made history and sit in that big chair as for lots of people to look at. Thank you. I welcome the government's decision to hold Black History Month in government time. It's something that I've called for many times. And I want to just congratulate Brent Council, actually, before I forget, for their excellent Black History Month event yesterday. And I want to also thank the Shadow Minister for her words and her speech. They're always really quite moving. The only thing is, when you look behind you and you see none of your colleagues, it makes us think, well, you're the only one that thinks like that in your party. But we're glad you do, and we chair the APPG Women in Parliament together, and we do that very well. So I'm pleased that we have at least one good voice in the party. October is an exhausting month for a lot of us. Not just because it's Diwali and yesterday was New Year, Hindu New Year, and we celebrate the Bandi child Divas as well. I was very proud yesterday to wear my sari in the chamber, and I wrapped it myself. And having done 50-odd squats trying to get into PMQs, I wasn't called, but my sari stayed intact, so I was very proud of myself. But October's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I've kind of avoided a lot of that this year. It's very triggering. But with Black History Month, you can't avoid, obviously, talking about Black History Month. But I saw something really powerful on Jules TV, an affirmation that goes, I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. And I thought that was just so amazing, and it's for kids, but I actually think adults can take a lot from that too. And since, excuse me, since last year's Black History Month, we formed the Parliamentary Black Caucus, and the founding members include Josh Babarinde, Mother of the House, Diane Abbott.
We don't read out the names of members. Their constituencies will suffice. Ms. Dawn Butler.
I should know better. Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I'll have to Google all of their constituencies. But anyway, we've got some amazing founding members of the Black Caucus, and that will go from strength to strength. But amongst all the positivity, Madam Deputy Speaker, I am tired. When you see 110,000 people march in London, led by far-right racists, it is absolutely exhausting. And that too is triggering, not just for me, but for my parents' generation and for everybody who's ever suffered racism. And it is true that not everybody on the march was racist, but there definitely was a hell of a lot of racists on that march. And I kind of wonder, when people kind of say, I want to get my country back from whom? And, and when you're being led by a South African sort of calling the shots, you think, even the racism that's increased and escalated since that march isn't even new. It's really quite old. It is from an apartheid era. And from slavery. And I read you just a few of the racist messages that have been sent to me. You're not English, and you don't belong in the country, deport yourself. Chad King 97, there is no hour, you African monkey. Rojam Wedge, pipe down monkey. Bahix 1905, fuck off you ape. Another one, you're going home, you know it, we know it. It just gets worse and worse and worse. And I say, it's not new. They haven't even upgraded their racism. It's just old, pathetic, annoying, but it is scary. Yes, absolutely.
I'm grateful, honourable friend. A young lady that came to work for me years ago said she had never seen the word nigger so often in her life, and she didn't expect that.
I thank the Mother of the House, who receives more abuse than every single MP in this House. And so sometimes you wonder, and this is why sometimes the disregard or the disrespect. You think, when I came into Parliament in 2005, there were only one black woman, it was Diane, it was the mother of the house. When I came in 2005, and Mother of the House has suffered offensive and horrendous abuse. And the thing is this, so like, what do we do, Madam Deputy Speaker? How do we stop it? How do we end it? And the thing is, let's start with the flag. I mean, the flag is for everybody who's British, right? So those people who have they have weaponised it, and they've always weaponised it. And I've always said, when my brothers were chased down the road by skinhead, racist thugs wrapped in the flag to kick their heads in, I've always said, if we're going to reclaim the flag, we have to reclaim it with a narrative and with context. You can't just put the flag and everything and think that's going to be okay. I mean, there's a couple of things that I would like to see. I'd like the government to work with the royal family to change the word empire to excellence. I mentioned that many, many years ago, but I think now's the time. Now the royal family is looking to modernise. I think this will be a great way to modernise, because at the end of the day, we are recognising people who are excellent in this country. And I wonder, if we were to unite instead of fight, what would change? And I think that's what there's a lot of people that are scared about. You know, the people who are trying to get other people to hate, they're monetizing that. They are using that to make money. And as we've seen by a lot of people, money doesn't make you happy. But the truth is, if you get your joy and energy from hating other people or from racism, there is something sort of misaligned in how your brain works, because racism and hate makes most of us tired. It's absolutely exhausting. But I would say to the racists, they haven't broken the mother of the house, and they're not going to break me. From time to time, I might get tired, but I will continue to stand firm in power. And alongside me will be my allies. There will be black, white, brown, and everyone in between, because there are more of us than there are of them. And if you don't believe me, there is a clip of an incident that happened in Brent just recently. There's a white woman called Miranda. She runs the Teeny Pod podcast, and she witnessed a young black man being pulled out of his car, his head banged on the floor by a police officer. The blood was dripping from his head, and she recalled the whole thing. And she was extremely vocal in her allyship and advocacy to ensuring that no other harm is done to this young black man. And the police said to her to move away, and she said, "I'm not moving away. I'm staying right here." And then in the end, the young black guy said, "No, I want her with me." And he said that not because she was a white woman, it's because she was protecting him. And so, as I say, there are more of us than there are of them. And in Wembley Arena next year, we are going to have the Stand Up to Racism, Hope Not Hate, and other organisations are going to hold a Love Music Hate Racism concert. It's going to be one of the biggest in the country, and it's going to be a powerful event. I'm trying to get Adele to come back. If anybody knows her, let me know. But we will have the biggest names in the music industry, and we will show how great Britain is through our diversity and the love of music and not racism. And I want to end with the words from John Lewis, the civil rights activist. And he said, "Do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful. Be optimistic. We used to say that ours is not the struggle of one day, 1 week, or 1 year. Ours is a struggle of a lifetime, or even many lifetimes. And every one of us, from every generation, must do our part. And if we believe in the change that we seek, then it is easy to commit to doing all we can. Never ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble, necessary trouble, because the responsibility is ours alone to build a better society and a more peaceful world. Our power, Madam Deputy Speaker, lies not in money, not in media or control. Our power lies in our numbers and in our courage and our collective fight for justice. It is against them, those that try to divide us. But when we stand united, Madam Deputy Speaker, we will win.